Oh.
Episode 28, and maybe by episode 30, 3 decades worth of episodes, we'll get an intro without some talking daftness or farting over it. But welcome back to Vaybaba. I am Gilded Branch, playing as Logan. Above me, he's not a sick teddy bear, but his webcam is playing funny buggers, so he's got the sick teddy bear image. Today is Steve Cobbs as Walter.
Hello.
Over that way, we got a separate Tenesis as Lily.
Hi.
Cat and Dan Face as Kaenan.
Hello there.
He loves his orange soda. Also, I've just realised I haven't updated your avatar image. We've still got like HK in there, I believe.
Really? No.
So after all this time, I'll tell you when it cycles
No.
around. Oh no, we have. We've updated him. He's like the monk dude now.
Monkey
like Vision with the gem on his head.
We haven't updated.
Yeah.
So that's
Lily,
campaign.
we need to. I don't know what's happening with Lily. This is a whole other ball game. What's happening there? She's currently like a fart on the breeze.
We're going to find out what happens to her later. Well, very shortly, actually.
You can just put the breeze there, like.
I'll have to use that image.
Glowing.
You remember that image of like I think it was Channel 4's test card of like a girl and a clown with a chalkboard. All colours. I'll have to put that on. And now that he ran away a second, I was about to introduce him. Captain Gingerbeard up there, our resident DM, writer, world creator, all around god, good guy, George of the Jungle.
The god. Literally. The god of all of this. Oh, sorry, I had to get some water. I realised I didn't have any water. Hey, Walter. What's Walter? What's that stuff?
Walter doesn't have a T in it.
Water.
Not from up here.
Pretty old water.
Is that my intro? Hello.
Yeah, that's your cue to like speak.
Do stuff. To do stuff. Okay. I'm doing stuff now.
Stuff is happening.
Stuff is about to happen. Here we go. So, episode number 28 of Vaybaba, as Mr. Brandt calls it, season 2. It was never a season 2. It's still a season 1, I suppose. But
why are you gonna? You're just doing it right now.
We
took a long hiatus in the middle, so it turned into like a.
I whittle on and I
Season 2
prattle on. I don't know. But it's the beginning of the game nerves. I have to get those all those random words out and phrases and sentences.
Do you have a stormtrooper behind your mic?
It's a speaker. Yeah, it's
That's
a speaker. Cool. Little USB, not USB,
Bluetooth.
A Bluetooth. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Bluetooth. All right, let's do it, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Last episode, the party made their way into this strange new town, a town of wondrous architecture and unknown beings. Claxall took the party to a local bar so they could finally get some rest and unwind. Depositing the statue of Lily in a room, here they went to the bar to sample the food and drink of this new world, while Logan went a little further and tried out the psychedelic suppository, all at the expense of Captain Keswick. In this time, Claxall had left the party to go and make contact with the Order of the Golden Dragon. Come the next day, the party discovered that Claxall was able to get them an audience with the leader of his order here, a bronze dragon in dragonborn form called Goltan. The meeting appeared to be a success, and Goltan pledged to offer what aid he could in dealing with Vaybaba's problems. Following the meeting, Vapor and Breeze decided it was time to go get the parts required to fix the ship, and so they all headed to a scrapyard where they met with the owner, an ill-mannered Durgar, who seemed to suggest that any who enters the scrapyard should be careful, as mechanical workers often attack visitors, and he sees it as a weird sport. Taking exception to this, Logan threw his magical bindings on him, which prompted a huge mech guard to spring into action as a response to Logan's actions. A fight broke out and the guardhouse was destroyed, along with its nasty Durgar and Logan's bindings, which had started to draw a crowd. But worryingly, after defeating the mech that had started moving towards the town centre, it fell, and at 60 feet tall, did considerable damage to the town. The baying crowd grew silent, and this at the realisation that their homes may be no more. But what we're going to discover now is where did it land, and more importantly, what did it land on?
I forgot
So
about
the
that.
fate of Lily now hangs in the balance. So, Baina, what I'd like you to do
Yes.
is get your mobile phone
Yes.
and go on Google
Rub it out the
and
window.
Yes.
go on Google and just search virtual dice roller, and you want to what you want is a D4. And so once you've got that up, hold it to your camera so we can all see. Tap it so the D4 rolls. Now, 1 will be north, 2 will be east, 3 will be south, and 4 will be west. This is the direction of the tavern. I haven't really planned out this town's geography because I didn't expect that this would ever happen. So it was all theatre of the mind. So there was never any real direction where it should be. But you're going to tell us now which direction the tavern and Lily's statue is in, and then I'm going to do the same with a D4. If those numbers match, that is where it's fallen down. Then I'm going to roll a D100. If the number is less than 60, it's safe. If it's over 60, that means the tavern was a lot closer to the scrapyard than what we thought, and it's fallen onto this tavern and destroyed the statue of Lily.
Oh.
So this is the fairest way I can think of doing it. So if you would like to roll
If you
that
die,
D4 virtually,
I'm
then
trying
you've got to
to
remember
find.
that it was Logan and not me.
It's fine, guys. If I die, I die. You know what I mean? This is the game. But I found a D6. How do I find the
Just
D4?
on Google, just put 1d4 or type roll 1d4.
and then hold it up so we can all see it. So this is all going to be out. These rolls are going to be made in the open, so it's as fair as possible. No one thinks we're fudging rolls. It's all out in the open for everyone to see.
Okay, so I haven't rolled it yet. So now we'll press. The button.
I think as soon as you Google it, it actually rolls it.
Yes.
So
This
yeah.
is what it rolled. Are you holding this one, or do
If
you?
you want to use that one, or you can tap it to roll it again. And, yeah.
Tap. Yeah. Okay, I'm tapping.
Okay, go tap it, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to get I'm going to get a D4 up to see. So the tavern.
Same.
The same.
Two.
The tavern is east of the scrapyard where you had the fight. Okay, let me get 1d4 roll. 1d4 dice roller. Now
Some
it's
epic suspense music here.
Now this is. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It has put 2. Now, no, that's the roll. That's the roll it gave me as soon as I logged into it. So let me press roll again. So I press roll again, and it's a 1. It's a 1. So it doesn't fall on the tavern. It falls to the north of the thingy and away from the tavern. So Lily's statue is safe.
Thank you.
Lily's statue is safe. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, maybe by the time we go back, one of the cleaner people, by mistake broke it. So you never know.
You're just going to have like one missing pinky or something.
Something, yeah.
Well,
don't give him ideas.
As the sort of dust and all that arises and goes up, and there's maybe smoke and flames, whatever, from the mech, a hatch bursts open somewhere from on the mech, and you see crawling out this what I can best describe as a pit droid from Star Wars. That sort of like UFO saucer shaped helmet with the little scope thing on the front, and then the gangly body underneath it sort of crawls out. And it stands up and it sort of scans the area and it locks in on Kaenan. And it comes sort of charging over and bows deeply and just says, "Master!"
Hello?
You are master now. You defeat us.
I'm your master.
Yes.
I don't want to be your master.
But it is only honourable. You defeat us. You are the master.
You don't need a master.
Logan quickly chucks through the rings. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Well, I
I
mean,
serve you, master.
Breeze,
after spending such a long time as a machine enslaved to somebody else, it kind of seems a bit harsh.
I will, for the podcast, I will actually be putting a robot voice over the top of this, so it actually sounds a bit more robotic. But yeah, you are master.
All right, Dobby.
Breeze is going
Is it
near.
Dobby? Oh gosh, I don't know. I've never seen Harry Potter.
Breeze is going near Kaenan and kind of whispers in the air, "Ask where are the parts we need."
I will. Do you know where the chromatic defibrillator pieces are? Just
I
give
am
it a
defense. I am defense unit 196247B. No, I do not know where those parts are, but we can
Oh.
go find them. However, you're going to have to be careful. There are sentries inside.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be calling you that. So I will dub you.
Fred.
You can be analysis, combat, repair, or new fabrication yielding machine. I'll call you.
That is an interesting designation.
I'll call you Nim. Nim for short.
Nim. I like it. Okay, I will be Nim.
Okay. Lead the way.
Okay.
Can we turn off the sentries he spoke of?
That's a good idea. Do you have any control over the scrapyard?
Not anymore. I destroyed the gate room.
Oh, so there is no defenses. There
No.
are no defenses.
I accidentally stomped on it. Which is why now you're my new master. You killed my old master. Oh, in fact, I killed my old master. This is a
Oh.
strange confusion.
So you weren't a pilot, you were a slave, like a repair unit within it.
No, I was the pilot.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know why. It doesn't suit my designation at all.
Fair enough. Okay, let's go if there's no danger.
Okay. But there might be danger.
Nope, I'm going to take your word that there's no danger, and let's go.
Okay. He sort of runs off going.
Oh, no.
I've
Hear, like,
only
a
just
little hydraulics
realised your
go
name
charging
is
off.
fantastic. You clever little bunny, you.
Actually, I think the name that he gave it originally in our private chat, I think I was supposed to have used that, but to be honest, I completely forgot. The moment took me. I forgot. Sorry, Dan.
Sorry, I put it in the Twitch chat.
It was even more clever than what he actually came up with. Anyway, yeah, he'll run off into the scrapyard. I mean, do you want to RP out the scrapyard, and finding the parts?
Not if
Or-
it's the sake of go there, pick up a part, and walk out. But if it's the sake of there's droids and things here we could add to our forces with, maybe.
No, there really aren't. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to go in
up
there,
and down and finding parts, let's just.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me
Fast
roll for a
forward.
random encounter, and let's see if we
Don't
get
do
it.
that.
No, there isn't. No, it's
Quick,
fine.
Martha,
You're fine.
Cast Tiny Hut.
You get what you get the parts you need. Vapor and Breeze are able to find that. So with that, what would you like to do? You've got the parts you need to fix the ship.
Take them back to the ship. Let them get started. We can make.
What was
merry on the war that happens.
You were waiting on some sort of decision from Goldtown as well, weren't you?
Yes.
Or some he was going to make some sort of decision and let you know or something.
Yeah, we needed to let him know how we came about parts wise, and he was going to let us know his decision by then. Because we needed to give him the coordinates, but we needed to decide.
I think he needed to know also how long we need before we leave. He wanted like a time frame.
Cool. Okay. Dear, I broke my pen. Oh no, I broke my pen. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, cool. So, yeah. I mean, it's entirely up to you. You can take these parts back to the ship. You can obviously alert Goltan to what's going on. You can, I mean, it's really up to you.
What uses does this
I-
Nim have?
That's a good question.
You have to find out.
What are you good at, Nim?
My original designation is to build, repair,
Okay.
manufacture.
That is certainly coming useful. On the
I'm
ship,
not
at
much of a
least.
combat unit, I'm afraid.
Would he?
Oh, that's fine.
It-
You're a bit
Yep.
gangly.
Take him back to
It be good at putting the parts on the ship, as in fitting it,
What?
fixing it.
Oh, absolutely, sir. Yes, I can do that.
I'm sorry,
I think
Walther. Your vocal cords seem strained.
They do seem a little bit strained. It's because I keep repeating myself.
No, your mic keeps cutting out.
I can't help that. I'm having to run every bloody thing on my phone.
Okay. I apologize, but yes, is he good at repair stuff?
Yes, if you require repairs, I can absolutely help you with that.
And if we were to leave, what would happen to you, to Nim?
How do you mean? If you were to leave, I serve the master now. I follow the master.
So you're willing to come with us and help along the way?
Yes, I serve the master now.
I mean, you really don't have to, but
Kaenan.
I mean, I know we do need a mechanic. You know.
We could get him to do all kinds of things for us.
Well, I mean, perhaps we could make it a bit worth his while. You know, feed him up a bit. What
I
is
do
it?
not require
Oil?
feeding. I am a droid.
Do you require anything? Do you like, I don't know, power cells or some bolts?
A nice oil bath would be good.
Well, there you go. We can pay you in oil baths.
Excellent. But I do not require payment. I am here to
No,
serve
but
you. Master.
it's more from my own guilt than anything else.
My own moral compass.
You're not with at the moment. It was just you guys, Vapor and Breeze. So you would need to go off and collect Klaxel and Keswick and the
We should head
dwarf.
back. We
Starford,
spoke
whatever his
to
name was.
Goldum, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, you spoke to Goldtown, but you'd only mentioned, he'd heard about the problems you had on Vaybaba, and he was willing to help. But I think he was
Oh yeah.
needing to
'Cause
see
they-
what he could do to
so,
assist.
We ascertained
They
that
worship
he
thingy, don't they?
definitely seemed like he was, rubbing his hands and possible ulterior motives.
Yeah. They had some sort
But
of
he
semi-worship of
we-
Nathiliac.
Yeah, we had to sort of we agreed to wait until we made more of a informed decision on whether to give him the actual coordinates, but they were being like backwards
Decrypted, yeah.
manufactory.
No, I don't think he wasn't being deceptive. I mean, he said to you quite plainly that he's happy to go and have a fight to help you, especially if it led to, the occupation of an old world.
They did want the planet as an outpost for the Golden Dragon clan.
Rebellion thing.
There's something of the Gold Dragon. Oh, that's not the right notebook. That's my Hufflepuff notebook.
The Order of the Golden Dragon.
I say we
Order
send
of the Gold.
Nim and the part back to get repaired, and we go speak to the big G.
So you're gonna send Nim on his own to a place he has no idea where it is, through a dangerous jungle.
He's a local. Is it a really a long way?
Well, it took you most of a day to travel to this town from the landing site.
I thought we were like at the edge of town.
No.
I have a child interruption.
I thought Bran was the child interruption.
So yeah, I mean, how does everyone want to? Oh, so you got to get the other two will need picking up, but
Well, yeah, we should maybe we'll stop back in town and see where the others are.
Also,
well, I mean, you're in the
about-
town, but
What about your friend, the statue?
Yeah, you can't even go pick her up.
Thanks for reminding us, Vapor. Yes, we'll need to transport Lily back, and did we found out that there's no one here that could help us with that.
I think
don't
that's correct. Yeah.
Did you ask? I don't think we asked the dragon. Did we? I don't remember.
I think we did.
I think he did. I think he
We
said
did?
no.
Okay, sorry, I don't remember.
Was there?
Maybe if you leave the statue where it is and fix the ship and bring the ship to the statue, then we don't have to carry anything.
That's true. Although, I don't tend to mind giving Logan more work to do.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I take it all back. Do it.
And then
We
we've got the option
I'm
of just
happy-
leaving.
I am also happy to help you transferring your friend.
Well, I think the first thing is do is probably head back to the tavern to collect the other two and the statue. People are sort of walking around scratching heads and a bit bemused as why the hell this giant mech has suddenly appeared and fallen on the settlement here. But it doesn't seem to be any repercussions of that. People are like, oh, this is pretty shit. But there's no like real like militia or anything that are there to apprehend you for causing mass destruction. What are you going to say there, Walter?
It wasn't us. It was the mechanism that fell.
Yeah. You can play it that way. Walter was going to say something, but he went quiet again.
No, I was not saying anything that time.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you sort of walk away, maybe whistling, and as people start to pick up the pieces and realise the magnitude of the damage done by this ginormous thing. You have this new little robotic companion in tow. You have the parts you need, and you go back to the bar. And there are Klaxel and Keswick waiting for you. Keswick seems to have been arguing with the bar staff about his tab. He's not particularly pleased with some of the things that are on there or the cost it's run to, but he pays it. And Klaxel notices you're walking and goes, excellent. You have the parts we need. We heard a rather large disturbance just a few moments ago. A very loud bang.
We know nothing about that.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, in that case, if you have the parts we need,
Yes, we
We
do
do.
have them. We can go. And we have extra help also with us.
Yes. We acquired a droid companion from a local salesman.
Unrelated place.
Yes, absolutely. To the other side of town from the large
Klaxel.
droid.
He's
Yeah,
going to
he
help
sees it.
maintain our ship and such.
Klaxel walks up to it and grabs it by its neck and lifts it up and, interesting.
Hey!
It is a mechanic droid. It could help us fix the ship and maintain it in the future. This is a
Yes,
great find.
you
Well
know.
done.
Treat him with a little more respect, if you could.
He places it down. I'm very sorry, and he pats it on the head, and then it sort of goes brink, and like collapses down into just.
K-Droid
It's shut
style.
down.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. Yeah. It just collapses down into its like
Hey,
offline
hit the
mode.
nose.
Get up and
You just
pocket.
have to. If you just boop it on the nose, it wakes up again.
Fantastic. Well, that's
Travel size
certainly
for our
useful.
convenience.
Stealth situations.
Klaxel, be careful. We need this drone alive. Don't break it.
Yes, we don't have. No, I won't break it. I know. You just tap them on the nose. They wake up and they go to sleep. There's no need to have it
wrong that my first
following
thought
around
is
all the
we can
time.
put it into something and then expand it?
What do you mean?
Like if we were fighting something big, we could like get this droid
Like
inside it and then
Ant-Man
punch it
in
in the nose.
Thanos' anus thing.
I mean, that's not exactly
Oh,
what
I
I was
see what you
going
mean.
for,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
see
tried
what
to
you
do
mean.
with the expanding bolt, only that didn't go so well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Nice.
Yeah.
Carry on. Anyway.
So yeah, he's the only one that can actually install the aquatic defibrillation chamber to the ship.
Aquatic defib.
What's everyone's passive perceptions, by the way?
That's a good question.
Minus 18.
I think a more important question is, where's my character sheet? Passive perception
I can't tell
is
anything else off this phone. I can't get my character sheet up.
13.
How dare you? Mine's about that, I think. I'm going to go with 13. Yeah.
Okay. What's Lily looking like?
Lily.
A statue.
Oh, sorry. No, yes, Lily.
She's looking like this.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot then.
I'm trying
Sorry.
to find.
Let me have a look because I have the character sheet here as well.
Yeah.
Vapor and Breeze. Let's go with yeah, it doesn't set it up because it's not really meant for that sort of thing. Just give it a D20 and add what's perception? That's a measure of intelligence or wisdom. I can't remember now. Go with intelligence +2.
If you're going for perception, it's wisdom, but whatever you choose.
Well, wisdom's also a +2, so
Fairs.
8.
Yes.
Logan's the only one that notices that in the corner of the room is a bizarre elven figure, very pale skin, blue hair, but she's sort of minding her own business. But she seems to keep peering across. She's dressed in a long flowing robe with this what looks like snow or like a nice lining. Like you'd call it like a fur lining, but it's not. It's like it looks like snow on a blue robe.
Blonde
It's
hair,
not got any
blue eyes,
distinct.
you say, and fair skin. Tell me more.
No, not blonde hair. She's got blue hair and
Blue
pale skin.
hair?
Yes,
Blonde eyes.
Blonde
Oh.
But she
Just
only you notice
God's
she's
sake, Dan.
just keeping to herself. She's very quiet, just keeping to herself. Just in the corner, and just
Does
keeps
she look
peering
out
over.
of place in here, or does she just sort of blend in?
To you, no, she actually looks quite normal because you've seen all these different new alien species to you, and you have no idea. So, but she looks elven. It's just the color of her hair and her skin's different to an elf that you've seen before. But she just seems to keep peering across at you.
Oh my God, Logan's found another sister.
I thought you said Fister. I thought you said
God's
Fister.
sake!
Maybe later, but there's nothing to do yet.
Fun for all the family.
Yep, there we go.
Oh dear, I forgot what I was going to say now. Just move along.
You're the only one that spotted her, so all of us are just happily drinking, completely oblivious.
Oh, you're having a drink, are you? I didn't realise you're doing that.
I just picked one up off of the table.
Just a random guy's drink.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my good sir.
Yeah. Because it's like, no, don't stick any more in my tab, for Christ's sake. It's expensive enough as it is.
While we're here, we all know what my memory's like. Did we get anywhere with finding a way to reverse Lily's stony demeanor?
Not that I know of.
I don't know, but what about the statue for?
What? What statue? Oh,
That was a terribly formed joke.
God.
No, we didn't have. Well, I don't know. Was there a vague hint that if we went back to the temple, there might be some way? Or did I imagine that?
Yes, only live priests of the Yuan-Ti can. No, I think maybe we need to take it back to Vaybaba.
I'm sure there'll be someone there. We can talk to the king or the something.
I think
We may need to figure out the logistics of dragging a statue back through a densely packed jungle and onto a ship.
Axel will say, we already have an arrangement for that. You and I will carry her.
Is he looking at me when he says you and I?
Yes, he's looking at you.
So be it. I'm gonna need an ale.
Captain Kazek says, before we decide to venture off, has anybody considered maybe, don't take it the wrong way, your gear is kind of primitive. Do you want to maybe visit the local armory and maybe see if we can get some upgraded stuff for you?
Well, we could, but we don't exactly have
What-
funds.
What sort of what is the currency here?
Well, this is just
Galactic
credits.
will do fine.
There are also Imperial credits, but I don't think this kind of outpost will use those too freely.
What about precious
readily.
metals? Gold?
If you have stuff you want to trade, then you could trade, but you're better off like just
Could you
if
lead
there's
the
anything you
way?
want,
And
if there's
we'll
anything
have
you
a
want,
look?
I'll pay for it, and you can pay me back.
Oh, that's
How would we do that?
Do you want to buy a
Well, you came here in that ship, right? Well, if you're happy, absolutely not. We're not doing that.
Again.
If you're happy to give me your ship that you came here on, I will accept that as payment. Okay. I guess you don't have any further use for it once we're back in your world.
I mean, that's over the ear. That's a bloody good deal. We don't even own the ship.
It's certainly something to consider. Let's go and have a look at this armory.
Cool. Him and Clax will sort of lead you out of the tavern, and take you just through the town, and you sort of bypass the destroyed part. Yeah, people are sort of like there are people there just.
The wizard.
You see people sort of crying and in disbelief at this at the moment, and maybe the odd body being dragged out of a partially ruined building or something.
Small children
know.
weeping along the roadside and now orphaned.
Oh, you've definitely orphaned a few people,
Oh
yeah.
fuck!
But you arrive at this this shop, and it's actually owned by a beast folk type person, and this is a person in the form. I suppose the closest thing you could describe it to is like a Khajiit, like a big cat, like a leopard or something like that. And they're quite dressed in some quite fine sort of clothes. And
Rakshasa!
I did have a name. Where have I put the name for this person? Hold on, let me bring it up. I did actually have somewhere here. Where's my mouse gone? There it is.
Meowbert.
Meowbert.
Love it.
Meow McMeow face. How about that, eh?
Good old
Oh, no,
Brian.
it wouldn't be there. It'd be over there. Maybe.
Timber?
Wait, what was the captain's name?
Keswick.
No, it was another
no.
captain.
The other
What?
guy.
Captain
Oh,
Staines.
Seaman,
Deucalion Stains.
Dookie Staines.
Dookie Staines.
Where did I write down the name for this guy? Do you know what? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and start wasting time. We'll just make up a name. You go into this. Yeah. Hello. My name is Dookie.
Well, it's that now. No changing it.
No, that's not real.
It's too late.
What the hell is that? No. I don't know. I don't know where I put it. It's
Dan
not there.
eating a dookie. Right. So this big.
Oh no! Hold
Khajiit-looking
on.
malt
Hang on.
trucker.
Yeah.
Just
No,
yep.
I don't know.
Nothing further. Just yep. Just flatlined.
Or me? Sorry, I'm just trying to go back through my notes trying to
Forget it,
find out
we'll
what
find
the
his
name was.
name later.
Yeah, don't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll just make a name up.
Hello, good. Insert your name here. How are you today?
Hello, my name is Paws. Because I have paws.
Pause for thought.
Hey, this guy walks into a bar, takes ages to order his drink. Bartender turns around and goes, "What's with the big paws?"
I was born with
very good, sir. Very good, sir. What can I do for you?
We've come to browse your wares. I am Logan. These are my compadres.
Nice to meet you, Logan. Nice to meet you, compadres.
What
So-
do you have?
Well, you look like an interesting one yourself. What sort of thing do you require? Big, strong man like you.
Well, this is what I currently have, and he pulls out this huge sort of like double-handed longsword and puts it on the desk and shows him. He says, "I'm looking for something with a little bit more oomph. We've got a fair bit of battling ahead of us."
Well, I do not know what this does, but perhaps if it is a weapon you're after, I could offer you this. And he pulls out or from underneath the counter, he takes out a sword. And it kind of looks like a standard sword, but when he there's no sort of like what do they call it? Whether you got the blade and you got the handle. What's the bit in the middle called? The guard or the pommel?
like handguard thing.
Yeah. There's none of that. It's just it looks a bit like I suppose like a dark saber in a way. It's like a lightsaber handle, but then with a blade. But he says if you press the button on here, the blade will vibrate at high frequencies, and it can cut through things not normally able to be cut through.
Ah, this is interesting. May I?
You may.
He
It
gives
is a
like
single-handed weapon.
a few sort of swings and sort of messes around with it a little bit in the shop, and he likes it.
It's a single-handed weapon, and it would go very well with this little trinket. And he pulls out a bracelet, and it looks like a metal bracelet with like a watch face on it. But if you tap the watch face, this orange shield, he sort of demonstrates it to you, puts it on himself, and this orange shield just like
Now
erupts out of it.
That is an impressive, pretty little thing, and my armor is something that could definitely be improved upon. As you can see, it's made from old dead animals. So, are you willing to fund this? And he turns and looks at, little goblin man.
Oh, I probably couldn't fund both. I think vibroblades are quite expensive, but you have to decide what's most useful to you. I mean, if you want the shield, then...
Let's see what he's got that could serve the others, and we'll have a bit of a discussion.
Okay.
Do you have a mortar?
A
Pulls out
mortar,
a
you
pestle and
say?
mortar.
No, I'm afraid I do not have a mortar.
Okay.
Do you want to be able to fire projectiles? Yes.
Perhaps. Be useful.
He pulls out a gun, comes out onto the, and it looks a bit like sort of length like a Desert Eagle sort of thing, but it has this weird barrel, like a revolver barrel, which seems to be glowing with energy, with all little wires and pipes going into it. And, he goes, this is a phosphor pistol. It is a ranged weapon. It does considerable damage.
How do I use it?
Well, you take off the safety first, and you point it at the desired target, and you pull the trigger, and a blast of energy will come out of the end, and ignite whatever it hits with fire.
I was pointing it at Logan until he said blast of energy, and I just sort of moving away again.
Be careful where you point that thing.
Have you got somewhere where I can test it?
Yes, I suppose we could take you out the back. You could shoot something off of the barrel.
Okay.
This will be fun. Can I watch?
What sort of fighting style do you use, though? You don't seem particularly at ease with a firearm.
No, not particularly. I mainly use me hands. Occasionally a staff.
I do have something that may be of use to you. In fact, I have a couple of things which could be of use for those who like to use their hands and get up close and personal. Would you be interested?
In a third hand.
He pulls out a bracer, and it's like a leather bracer that has this bit of bulky housing on the top of it. He says, now this is a grappling bracer. If you fire it, it can shoot a grappling hook and a rope out. You could use it 120 feet of rope to be precise. You could use it to get yourself to elevated positions you might not have been able to do before, or maybe grapple a target and pull it in close to you. Could be very useful. There's also this. And he takes out another one, which looks like a fingerless leather glove, but it comes quite high up and up towards the elbow. And it has he says it all these like different little chambers and like vials on it. They all do different types of elemental damage. You see, elect to use one, and you punch something. It injects the energy of that into whatever it is you hit, be it fire, lightning, frost. 2 seconds. Dan, I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, mate. So
that sounds pretty cool, dude. Not gonna lie.
that is what I can offer you if you prefer to use your fists. But if you want to have a look at the firearm, then of course you are more than welcome to. How about you, looking at Volta?
What have you got that might benefit me? Hmm?
Besides the blades and these guns, there is not much, I do not believe. What sort of fighting style do you prefer?
Good slightly around the corner.
Yes, I'm afraid I might struggle. We do not really dabble in the more arcane nature of things.
Yeah, that is okay. It is fine. I find myself not drawn to these mundane objects, you know. They're very nice, don't get me wrong, but
He'll offer probably Klaxall, Vapor Breeze, Keswick, all that sort of stuff, any bits. Bayonet, you won't need to worry too much because you've got that decent sword as Vapor anyway. But it's up to you guys if you want to take any of those bits off.
Can you ask if there is anything for Lily?
Sorry.
maybe like furniture polish or
A chisel?
I mean, Lily. I mean,
Sorry.
these guys would obviously know. Lily might be interested in a vibro blade for herself, but it depends on whether they decide that it'd be something worth taking for her as a present.
Lily might be interested in a vibro blade herself.
So, Kaenan, what are you thinking about for yourself?
Well, I think I'm slightly leaning more towards the elemental gauntlet.
Okay,
think.
let's find out what can be funded with our friend here, and what we might be able to work out for anything more. So what's he willing to fund the little strange voice fellow?
Just out of interest, what is is the range on this gun?
Sorry, I'm struggling as well. My chest isn't back to normal yet.
Either, mate.
So, the phosphor pistol has a range of 30 feet at normal, and then disadvantage 90 feet.
Yeah. It's no better than I can do with my fingers, so it's okay.
You would just need to have training in.
That's what she said.
What?
It's no better than I can do with my fingers.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
I was there like restricting myself, but no.
No, I missed that. I must admit, I missed that bit. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to get the elemental fist, the shield, a vibro blade, I mean, Keswick will fund it. To be honest, you're giving him a ship, so I mean,
yeah. Would a shield benefit Walther or not?
there's more than one. If you want multiple shields, then there is more than one. It's not a unique item.
Would it be possible to get
Or like portable.
2
cover.
viral blades? I could throw in something to sweeten it. The main reason is I want the shield, but the only weapon I have is a 2-handed weapon. So if I take the shield, I can't use my weapon.
Then again, it depends. I mean, if you're going to use, we're getting into the realms of metagaming again. It depends if you see something bad's about to happen, and you could, as a reaction, jump in front of someone, activate the shield to block it, and then you can drop the shield and go back to. So what I'll tell you is that the bracelet of shield uses the shield spell. So you just need to look up what the shield spell does, and it only has 1 charge per long rest. So it can only be used once for a long rest, and it's the shield spell.
So like a Doctor Strange shield.
I don't know.
There's little
Yeah.
circles there.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to get both of them, I could.
I'll-
Well, Nim, do you reckon you could, if you took a look at these gauntlets, do you reckon you could knock something similar up yourself?
Nim is silent.
Boop.
He pops out. He pops out here. Master.
Hey, Nim.
How can I be of service? Hello.
I was just wondering. You said that you're capable of tinkering with things. If you took a good look at this gauntlet, do you think you could fabricate something similar?
Is that the elemental fist?
Yeah. Or the grapple. Either to be.
You sort of see from that little like thing on the front of his face is like this scanner like thing comes out. He scans it, and this is a grapple bracer, and I could absolutely replicate this, no problem. However, this, looking at the elemental fist, this is more complicated, and without the right elements and components, then no, I could not replicate this. You would have to obtain the right things first. His voice is all over the place. I didn't have a voice. I only came up with this afternoon anyway, so I was like,
In
what's he gonna sound like?
I'm not going for like a metagamey way, but considering it's an arms vendor, would he be able to tell us sort of, if we ask more about this weapon, could he tell us like stats of this weapon?
Of the elemental fist?
Well, I guess for both, because we're thinking about buying one of each. So
if you went for the Vibra Blade, he can tell you. Oh well, he wouldn't tell you this because obviously you wouldn't know what this is. But
yeah,
it does 2d8 slashing. 2d8 slashing. The grapple bracer, as I said, is a 120-foot grappling hook, basically. There's a DC 10 check for aiming, but other than that, that's it. You can do what you want with it. The elemental fist, as I said, it's like a fingerless gauntlet, and you've got these little vials around it. And if you select which one you want, it sort of injects it into the fist, and when you punch something, it adds that damage. It does 2d8 fire, 2d8 lightning, 2d8 frost, 1d10 acid, or 2d6 necrotic. It has 2 charges of each, and further vials will need to be obtained to reload it.
That's pretty cool.
So once it's spent, if you can't find someone to create a vial, which you probably could on Vaybaba, some of a magic shop or whatever, to put that sort of element into a vial, there must be a way of doing it. You guess. I mean, they've done it here, so it's not impossible.
Okay. So what are we thinking of getting? I don't mind dropping a gauntlet.
I would prefer a sword over the shield because I've just looked up the shield spell that you mentioned, and I'd rather have a shield and go sword and board than a use of a shield of a one-time thing, because we know that there's some form of big fight at some point coming up that's not just going to be a one-hit kind of thing. So to be like more prepared, I'd rather go for a sword. Lily would definitely like something to cause injury rather than protect herself, I would say. So I think with what you said earlier, we could get 2 of those and Dan's elemental thing, Kaenan's elemental thing even.
Well, yeah, because the shield's going to give you a +5 bonus to AC
Mm.
at some point. So,
Sorry, I
although it's
might
a
have
one,
missed it. Is the shield a physical shield as well as the spell, or is it like a ring?
No, it's just like
no, so it's like wearing a watch, but if you tap the
Yeah.
watch face, basically
Okay.
a big glowing shield
you-
comes out of it.
So Logan
it's for
could
one round.
use that
I could, but
and
Yeah,
it's
it's
two-handed
one-
sword.
1 reaction and then it's gone until long rest.
Yeah,
That's the
one
bit.
round you're going to get a +5 bonus to AC. So
Yeah.
if you get hit by something nasty, and you think fuck I can't do that again, and it does target you again, then you can go right, I tap that as a reaction, get +5 bonus on top.
Mm,
As you
Yeah,
have a
it
little
does
look.
seem limited use.
Oh dear. Let me just go and grab a charging cable for my mouse because it's told me it's very low. Give me 2 seconds while you decide what you want to do, and then
Apple mouse.
So, personally, I'd rather just pick up a shield at a normal shop and have it one-handed. If this other sword is this vibro saber thing is one-handed, that'd up my stats a little bit. Lily, Bane, what would Lily? I'd want a sword over a shield, wouldn't she?
Yeah, like her armor class is not that high, but knowing
The thing that
her,
puts me off
she's
is
more.
like it's 1 reaction, then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's more. She likes more to, as you said, to
Dish it
damage.
out,
Yeah.
and it sounds cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's young. She likes, you know.
until Lily's back, I can test the sword a little bit.
You can use both of them like dual fighting.
That'd be cool. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie,
yeah.
that would be cool temporarily. Walter, what can we do to like up you a bit? Are you still a bit squishy or what?
Yeah, I'm always going to be squishy. I'm a warlock, isn't it, you know? Okay.
Would that shield be any good to you for like a sort of a backup?
I mean, it could be in the right circumstances, but, you know, my armor class is quite low anyway. I don't know. If we are struggling with the financing of it, I do not mind having nothing. I'm quite fine.
Would be all right if they took gold. We've got plenty of gold right now.
well, you got the ship. Don't forget basically Claxwell said Keswick said he'll fund this little trip, but he would like to have the ship as repayment. I mean, it's a goblin ship. He's a goblin. He would like to take it back to his people, basically.
Well,
and be like,
I think
it's not
myself
been lost.
went for like the vibro babe. We'd get a blade for Lily. Dan's got to choose between his 2, and we were just discussing.
Yeah, I will go
Walter's
for
shield.
shield. There is nothing else that is particularly useful for me, I don't think. So shield bracelet is better than nothing.
Let's do that then. Which one are you going
Okay,
for, Kaenan,
so-
out of the 2? Yes. Daniel!
He's too busy chatting.
Which one out of the 2 are you going for?
I'll go for the more intense one, and then maybe setting him working on the grapple one.
Sounds good.
Okay, so make a note of the things you want. You can take those with you, and then just in the chat in our group chat later, just text which ones you've had so I can write them down, and then we'll.
How is the sword called again? Razor blade.
It's a vibro blade.
Vibro blade.
Vibro blade, 2d8 slashing, light finesse weapon.
Finest.
2d8, did you say?
Yes.
2d8
So
slashing?
Slashing, yeah. It's a common weapon. It's a common weapon here. It seems to be like their melee weapon of choice.
The dark saber.
Right. Okay. Anyway,
Does anyone like
Ooh.
Desperado's beer?
sorry.
Does anyone like Desperado's beer?
I would
I
not
don't know if
know.
I
I've never
tried
had
it.
it.
I don't think I tried.
This is like beer with tequila in, but I found a strawberry margarita flavor. It's
Oh
really good.
yes, I did. I have tried it, but not with the strawberry. This is nice.
Tis.
All right, cool. So I'll plug my mouse back in. I mean, yeah, if you're done with that, then like I said, just send me the bits you want, and I'll tell you the exact details. I mean, you know the bracelet of shield does the shield spell. I've told you what the elemental fist does. Cool. As you head back out into the street, then, and Keswick pays for the various bits and bobs. Logan, with that passive perception, you notice that that funny looking elf is sort of on the opposite side of the street, just watching as you leave. Shouldn't seem to do any more than that. I guess you want to probably start heading back through the jungle towards your ship.
Through the jungle. You haven't seen
There's
anyone
not much.
shifty around, have you?
There's not much you can. There's not much. I don't know if you can do much with Goldtown at the moment because, of course, he was just basically seeing what sort of forces he could muster. But Claxall can stay in contact with him via long range comms. I'm sure something like that.
Yeah. Well, we're due to transmit the coordinates to him once they're decrypted, right?
Yes. So you need to go back to your ship for that anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's right. So you need to do that. Cool.
Yeah, if we need to, we'll write him a Dear Goltan letter.
Yeah.
Well, I think Clax will probably tell you that you need to go back to the ship to do those things first. So I mean, until you get back to the ship and can transmit anything, there's not
Yeah.
much point in going back there.
So we'll head back and repair the inverted electrolyte tent.
Yes, the thing of many names. So as you're sort of walking back through the town, this elf suddenly appears in front of you in the street. She is going to try. With a nat 20, she does it. She grabs. She sort of appears next to Keswick, and then with Keswick, she's gone.
What was that?
From around your muted branch.
I presume with like the Juju spell thingy, whatever it was, we don't get like opportunities with anything.
No, she just taking you by complete surprise. Just grabbed him, gone. She's disappeared. But you see from around this corner, these beings in what looks to be sort of somewhere between like Iron Man / Mass Effect type armor. So it's like it has that Iron Man look about it, but it's like Mass Effect. It's more maneuverable, if that makes sense. It's less clunky and it's more maybe like material or something, or some sort of like plastic fiber or something like that. And to begin with, 5 of these things just sort of come around this corner and stop, and then people suddenly stop and look and start running in all directions. And they take a look at you, bring up these big, great guns, and start shooting. So with that, we're going to roll some initiative.
Holy.
Well, shit. That
I'm just going to move that over.
It's like Winnie the Pooh's voice.
What?
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. Lily, not Lily, Vapor.
So
Febreze.
11.
11. Cool. How about Volta?
He's a 16.
Volta is a 16. Okay. Logan?
17.
17.
Peasants.
Peasants. So what's Keenan got then?
74.
Oh, nice.
24, nice.
Nice. Let me just roll out for these guys.
With them saying that them things rolled out, how far are they from us?
They're probably about 30 feet down the street.
Cool.
The thing is, that just means I need to figure out what I'm going to do quicker.
Oh my god, I'm rolling like dog shit. Oh, that one's slightly better. And that one is there. So we've got. Let's go. Just means reorganise the order here. So Keenan first. I couldn't set this encounter up on D&D, so Keenan's going first. Then we've got Logan. Logan's Run. Then we have
Logan's Bum.
Logan's Bum. Then we
thought it
have
said
Logan's
Logan's
Bum. We got Trooper 4. And then we've got Vapor. And then we got. Oh, that's all of you guys, isn't it? Yep. So
How
then
far
it's
away are
about 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
30 feet. Sorry, it's annoying. I really don't. Now I've got used to that combat encounter thing on D&D Beyond. It's quite annoying when you have to sort of go through and set everything up manually. But there we are. Their HP is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah!
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm good.
And 3, 5. Cool. Okay. So first up is Keenan.
I thought you might say that. So they're
so.
shooting. Are they shooting
They're
energy
shooting.
weapons? Not
No,
projectiles.
it appears to be projectiles.
Oh. Do any of them hit me?
Well, that was just a bit of flavour opening. They come around the corner shooting. They haven't actually made an attack roll yet.
Okay. I will run to the nearest cover to the left or right.
Yeah, so you're on a street. There's a few sort of like side streets with maybe like bins or something, and you could probably like dive into if you wish to, or within movement range.
Yeah, I'll do that for now. Boot Nim. Put him up, put away.
Boop the nim.
Claxel. I forgot to roll for Claxel.
I really don't know.
While
Yeah,
you're
I'll just
considering,
shout towards the group, like, who are these guys? What do they want? And then
how much can we
Hold.
see of them? Like, is it just people? Are they droids?
Oh,
Are
they're
they-
out in the open. Oh no, they're in the open. They've run out into the open in the street.
What can we see, like, descriptive wise? Are they humanoid or droidy or elfy or?
No, it's they're fully in this armor.
Oh, so
Like I say,
you
it
just
looks a
see
bit like
the
Iron Man
outer
armor,
sort
but
of thing.
yeah, but like I say, it looks like Iron Man armor, but it appears to be more less than all metal. It's like you can see like bits of fabric and a bit like I said, a bit Mass Effecty. But the color itself is white. It's all white armor.
Also, where is Captain Kasich? He disappeared.
Well, you can ask that question on your turn. If Keenan's not doing anything other than dodging the cover, let's go to Logan.
Whichever one's closest, 20 to hit, modified 20.
Hang on. It doesn't sound like Dan's done.
Oh, right, go on, sorry.
So I just wanted to shout at like Klaxor and Vapor and Breeze or whatever if any of them know who these are and whether we're clear to engage or whatever. Like if we're gonna get in trouble.
They're shooting at us!
Like I don't want to kill a guy and then go to space jail.
Well, they're shooting at you, so I mean, they wouldn't be able to answer you till their turns.
I mean, you
Okay.
couldn't drop the soap at space jail and float away. Okay.
So
He just extends his palm, Logan, and fires off this beam of a modified 20 to hit.
So Keenan's turn's done, is it? Okay. Yeah. So you're going to throw a modified 20 at one of the guys, and yes, it does hit.
So 15, what I believe is force damage.
Right. Okay.
To
You
that guy.
believe it?
I believe so. What's Eldritch Blast? Because I have it as a custom action because we got it after later.
It is supposed
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that just 15 to that guy, and then I'll go
Okay.
and join. I'll try and sprint towards where Kaenan went for some cover because I'm a bit too far away.
Yeah. Whatever damage you've done, like the energy of the blast, where the armor seems to absorb it, and he doesn't seem to be bothered by it, but he still stood there like.
So are we down like? Are we in like a streetway in there at the other end of the street kind of thing?
Yeah, you're like on the big wide sort of main street.
Right. So Western style shootout thing.
Yeah. Western style
So which
shootout.
did Kaenan run left or right?
So the closest buildings to you are on the right, going down towards the jungle where you came out of. He's dodged into an alleyway.
So can I run
On
to
that
the
right-hand
opposite
side.
side?
Yeah, you can run to the opposite side of the street. That's fine.
Yeah. So we just kind of split there, focus a little bit, and that's the end of my turn, mate.
Just leave
Cool.
the warlock in the middle of the road.
So Warlock's like with this like droid folded up in front of his feet.
Claxel, in response to the question, "Who are these people?" Now it's Claxel's go. Will shout, "These are Imperial forces. They must be eliminated now." And he will charge
Righto.
headlong with his energy. He'll draw that energy sword from his gauntlet and charge headlong at the first one. He's going to make an attack, which is a 19 to hit, which does hit. And then he does with his energy weapon 1d8 plus 3, which is 8. So 19, 11 points damage on the first one that he gets to. So that brings that down to there. As you see him slash in, the armor does defend the guy, but you see he's sort of taken aback by it. Wolfer, you'll go.
I'm going to hit the same one with Chill Touch.
Okay.
And that is, 13 to hit.
13 does not, I'm afraid. So whatever you fire at him just is deflected by the armor.
That's fine. I will back off a little 30 feet more.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got Kaenan and Logan in either end or opposite sides of the street. Volta's backed off. What's the range on this thing? It's one of these troopers next. So they were 30 feet away from you, and then you've backed off 30 feet.
How many? Is there,
They're
Mike?
going to shoot. There are 5 of them
5. Okay.
that you can see for now.
No, don't add that bit on the end. There's 5 of them. For now.
Breeze flees into one of the alleyways, sort of screaming. Vapor and Breeze are not the best for combat. Well, they don't particularly enjoy it. Obviously, I'll let Baina hold her own ground if she wants to.
Sorry,
Just
if I
make
want what?
If you want to hold your ground, I'll let you do that. Because it's a bit boring for you if you ran off as well. But Breeze has run off into one of the alleyways. So we go around to one of these troopers. Let's see. So we've got 4 of you. Let me roll to see who is going to go for. Number 4. 1, 2, 3. He's going for Logan.
Mother trucker.
He's sort of tracked where you went. Are you behind cover?
You tell me. I wanted to run and try and get cover, but you know what the street is. I don't.
Well, if you're going to go into that's cover then. If you're going to an alleyway to try and get cover, so he'll try and shoot at you with disadvantage, and it's only a nat 1, so he'll miss. You probably just duck behind a wall and just get this bolt of fire, and it was stuff like bits of building flying everywhere as it hits, but you're safe. We go to Vapor. You're in the open.
How far are they from me?
30 feet away from you.
Okay. Alright, so
They sort of ran out of an alleyway where you were all sort of walking down the street casually. They sort of ran out of an alleyway in front of you and just started opening fire.
okay. And is anybody else? Is Logan? Has he gone in front or is he staying back? Is any
Logan and
Logan's
Keenan.
run.
Logan and Keenan are both hiding in opposite alleyways of the street, and then Volta's stepped back 30 feet.
Okay, yes, I do the same. I just run and hide. If nobody else is there, you know what I mean? She's not going to stay.
Take their fire. We'll sneak up.
If that's the end of your turn, You
Yes.
sort of hear you hear one of them say, what would he say?
Hello.
Sort of hear like a comment, deploy the entanglement bonds. And they're going to move to the alleyway where Kaenan is. One of the troopers going to move in that direction. He can move up to where you are, and he is going to. So I would like a dexterity save from Kaenan, please.
While he rolls that, so they were 30 foot down this kind of street. How wide is this street width-wise?
Oh, it's
Roughly.
fairly
Jeez.
wide. I don't know, 30, 40 feet across.
Right. So basically, me
40
and
feet across.
me and Vapor are roughly 30, 40 feet away from Kaenan, yeah? If we're on the opposite side. Okay.
Yeah. So what was the dex for?
That'll be a 22.
Ooh.
Oh, so this trooper takes out these energy type handcuffs. He's trying to slap them on you, but you dodge it.
Just slap
don't
it.
think he has.
No touchy.
No, don't touch me there.
No, you can't do anything else. So that's him. We go to the next trooper who, following that order, moves to the other side of the road where Logan and Vapor is. He's going to try the same thing. So I need a dex save on Logan, please.
God fucking damn it.
God fucking damn it.
17.
17, you pass. So again, he's trying to put these restraints on you, but grab you and put these restraints on you, but you wriggle away from him. Cool. Then we got the next one. He's going to come over and he's actually going to batter with the butt of his gun. So he's going to make a melee attack on Logan to try and knock you down and take it. So let's see if he can hit you first. Probably not though. Only a 9 hit.
Oh, what? Sorry?
A 9.
Definitely not.
No, he gets 2 attacks. So that one is
Too fast for you
that one is a 16 to hit.
Just about too fast for you guys. I'm getting sweaty now.
So it doesn't hit.
No.
No. Okay. Cool. And the final one is going to head over to Logan, to Kaenan, and try the same thing. So he's going to try and bat you. That is a 9, 10, 12 to hit.
No.
No. And they try it again. No, definitely not. So that's all of them. So you've got 2 troopers in one alleyway, 2 troopers in the other alleyway, and then 1 still in the middle, looking to shoot. Kaenan.
Oh. Okay. Yoo-hoo! All right. In that case, now we're clear to engage. I will run straight up to the nearest guy is on me, isn't he? Because he tried to cuff me.
Yep.
So I will.
You have 2 of them on you. One of them's currently tangled up in the middle of the road with Klaxel.
Okay. In that case, I will do 2 unarmed strikes on one, and then the third on the flurry of blows. Is the flurry of blows an additional 3, or is it just 1 more?
I don't know.
Additional.
Yeah. Immediately after taking your attack action, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. Okay, so I can make 4 attacks. So 2 on one, 2 on the other. So the first one, 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
Second one is a 16 to hit.
Just what you need, yeah.
For 9 damage.
Okie dokie.
14 misses.
14 misses.
And then the final one, oh, not good. another 14. Use flurry of blows there, so I can't use stunning strike. So that's me.
Cool. Okay. We go to Logan.
Right. So, I've got two of them in front of me. The one who tried to cuff me and the one who tried to, like, gun butt me. Mr. DM. Normally, I can do 3 attacks and 2 actions per turn.
Yeah.
Will you allow a slight rule of cool, but I'll still need checks and stuff to do it? I want to try and attack the guy who tried to cuff me, and if it goes down well, take his cuffs to cuff the other one.
Okay, so you want to try and get his cuffs off of him,
and cuff the other guy,
and then cuff his
instead
mate.
of my 3 attacks and 2 actions.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
It's up to you. I was originally going to attack the first one, but whichever way you want to do it, because it's not strict.
No,
rules.
do. Well, you're going to try and take something off him without him realizing. Yeah, so go sleight of hand, and then we'll see what.
Is this the same pair I was
27.
fighting?
No, it's on the opposite side of the street. 27 on sleight of hand. Okay, let's see what he notices. Yeah, you beat him. You can grab those. So you sort of in the melee, you sort of maybe nudge him or shoulder barge him or something, and then just quickly slip them out from his hands while he's staggered back a little bit, and then you're going to try and put those on the next guy
or on the next guy. Either way, just to get one of them restrained.
Okay. Make just like an unarmed strike, just to see if you can get it off. I suppose.
I don't have an armed strike on my sheet.
Unarmed strikes is 1d6, isn't that plus strength?
1d6 plus strength would be a 9.
9. Okay, let's just see if he can resist that. He does resist that. So you got the cuffs. You try and like slap them on him, and he's sort of, no, and just shoves you back.
God damn it.
Brushes you away. Anything else you want to try and do? Although that was a lot of actions to do that, to be honest.
Leave it with that. I just thought it's worth trying something interesting.
It was a very cool idea, and you cuffs off of him.
I've got some cool cuffs.
Cool cuffs.
I could have stunned. Am I allowed to like stun?
Yeah, well then why not?
It's a simple one. Can you just make a con save on
the guy that is attacking you? Well, there was actually 2 of them attacking you, but it was a 13.
13. Fails. So one of them is stunned until my next turn.
Okay. So you were hitting that one. So I said the one you were hitting is stunned. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. We go to Claxel. He's in the sort of fighting this guy. He's just going to go back at him with his sword. And he hits, and he does 1d8 plus, what was it? 1d8 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he drops that one down a bit more. So you sort of see maybe a piece of the armor sort of like breaks off or something like that as he's fighting this guy. Volta.
Volta is going to quickly travel to his spell sheet because he's using the Sodding Thorn.
That's okay.
He rounds 3 Eldritch Blasts at Claxor's opponent because it's the one he can see. So the first one is 24 to hit.
Yep.
And that one does 14 damage.
Ooh, okay.
Second one is a natural 20.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that will do 15 plus 15 plus something when it rolls. 15 plus 13, so 28 damage on the second Eldritch Blast.
So as this magical bolt whizzes through the air and over the top of Claxel, and if you got another nat 20 on that one, a third bolt goes off. It wasn't necessary, but a third bolt goes off, and perhaps they both sort of, one hits him in the chest, the other one comes in, catches him in the collar, and the force of it, maybe his head just like pops off or something like that.
Ooh.
Blood spurting onto Claxel.
Good, so I can get some temporary hit points back, which is lovely.
Yeah, you absolutely fucked that guy. Cool.
That's me. I may back another 15 feet away just to look a little bit more inconsequential, you know?
Yeah. So we got this trooper is coming up next, and he is in the alleyway with. Who did we go for first? It was Kaenan first, wasn't it? So this is the one that was trying to batter you, rather than the one that was trying to fight with you. So he is. Sorry, the one that's trying to cuff you, should I say? This is the guy that's trying to batter you. So he's going to try again, just to try and get you down. There's a 16 plus. Was it plus 16 plus 4? 20. 20 must hit, surely.
Me?
Yes,
It does indeed.
it does. I'm just trying to think of how I could. Well, I suppose I need to reduce your hit points a few times tonight to be able to do that. So let's go with 4, 5, 6.
6 is damage.
6 is damage. Sorry, yes, yeah. 6 is damage, and then he's going to try it again. He's going to batter you again for 14 to hit.
Misses.
He misses. So the first one, he's like butts you with a gun, but I don't think it's enough damage to maybe
Fucking
do
hell.
anything to you just yet. We go to Vapor. You're in the alleyway with Logan.
And how many of them are they with us? Is it only one?
No, there's 2 of them in the alleyway with you.
Okay, so I'm going to one that it is closer, and I will do 3 melee attacks.
Yep.
Melee attacks, melee attacks.
So the first one is 21.
Yep, that hits.
The second is 17.
Yeah, that hits. Just.
The third is natural one. So
So
Do I-
two of them go off.
okay, so this is 24 d8. Let me just click them.
I still can't remember how the hell we ended up with 2048 of them. 12 d8.
24 d8. Oh.
Oh, I think there was a typo. Do you know what I'm looking at it now? I think there was a typo. Only a vibro, which is
Oh, is it?
2d8. Yeah, a vibro sword's 2d8. So I think there's a typo in that character sheet because it should say 2d8, not 12d8.
So what do you want me to do?
4d8.
That's fine. Let me just.
I mean, it was quite cool. It was quite cool for the mech fight last time because it's quite cool to see
Yeah, that's fine.
you sort of could jump up there and do all this slashing, and it was really cool. Against a great big thing like that as well, which should have bag of hit points. It was for this. No, we're back to 2d8.
15 damage.
15 damage on this guy in the alleyway. Yeah.
Yep.
No problem. Anything else?
Nope.
Cool. Okay. Then after that, it is the trooper in the alley with Kaenan, the one with the cuffs. So he's so if you can make that Dex again, please, Kaenan.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget one of them stunned.
Yes, this would be the guy that's stunned. So in fact, can he do that on stun? I don't think he can he? He's stunned until your next turn. So does that give him disadvantage, or is that just he can't do anything? I can't remember now.
I think
My mouse is off.
can't do anything. Stunned.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll go past him. That's fine. We'll go past him. That's absolutely fine. So I'll put that as there.
Probably have this open already, but stunned.
That's okay.
Attack
right,
rolls have advantage. Can't move, can't speak. Oh, can speak only falteringly.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll go past him then. So where are we? That was that one. So troopers in Logan's alleyway. So one of them you nicked the cuffs off of. He's a bit annoyed. He's going to bring his gun round to shoot at Logan, which is 19 plus 4 to hit. So 24, 23. It hits. This is 48 piercing damage as this huge gun that goes bum, 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 into your chest. 4, 9, 9 plus 6 is... 17. 18, 19 points of damage.
What?
What?
9 plus 6 is 15.
Hang on. Maths. This is 15.
Yeah, don't you add
Yeah,
random
You
numbers
said
on?
17.
Did I say 17?
Yeah, I
No,
was
17
like,
was a total,
fuck.
wasn't it? What's the last one I rolled? 2. No, it is 17.
Oh, 17 total. Alright. I'll allow it.
When I listen back to it on the when I do the podcast, I listen back to it and go, oh no, I went wrong. No, 17. I think it's 17.
That's fine.
17 points of damage, and then you got the final one in the alleyway with you. He's given up. He wants to get those bonds back, so he's actually going to try and steal them back off of you. So let's go for a contested strength check with these guys. Probably going to fail because I only got a 5.
I got 25.
Yeah, so he
Can I
tries to
restrain
grab
him
them
in
and
response? Because it's a nat 20.
yeah, why not?
Yes!
Slap them. He puts a hand out from you, and you're like, no. No, you sort of bat him away, and as you bat him away and he sort of lets go, you can slam the cuffs on him.
Back
So you've got one
away, not
restrained.
today, techno guy.
Let me just put here restrained, and he can't break out of that. Cool. So where did we come
I
back
got
to?
one.
Kaenan, it's your go.
Kaenan. That's me. Sorry. Okay, I will use I will disengage as a bonus action using a key point, and I'll back up 15 or so feet. And as I'm going, I'll be like the hand blasts.
Yep.
2 of those, not 3. I keep clicking the wrong place on the sheet. So the first attack is a nat 1. 11.
You got
Yeah,
plus
no.
10. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, they're both nat 1s. Come on.
That's because me and Walter have had our nat 20s for the night. You got 2 in a row, though.
So you sort of see the armor sort of deflecting these blasts away from this guy.
God damn it. Let me just
I've
very
already
quickly
fed
check whether
watered both of them.
dodge action, not dodge action. Step of the wind, there is. Step of the wind is a bonus action, yeah, so I can't do anything else. Ah, that buggered up that plan. Okay, but I'm 15 feet away now.
Okay. That's cool. Logan?
Yes. I'm going to go for the one that's not restrained. I'm going to pull out these 2 vibro blades and be like, with both of them. And I'm going to try and hit him with the first one. For 18
You
to
equipped
hit.
you equipped 2 vibroblades, did you?
Well, one was actually for Lily, but I figured in this situation I'll try him out. So 1 in each hand.
I just didn't realise you unequipped your longsword or greatsword, whatever it was.
Well, I messed with it in the shop. I can just use 1 if you'd rather.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
It
Just
doesn't-
next time, tell me just say next time I'd take
it
away that
doesn't-
sword and give
honestly,
it.
with this
go
one,
for
it
these
doesn't
two.
make a
Okay.
difference because I've got 2 weapon
So
fighting.
what was it to hit?
Whichever hand it's in, it does the same. It's 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Yes.
If you're using 2 weapon fighting, that's fine. That's fine. But 18 hits.
So 15 damage with this blade, this vibrating beast.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the wrong dice. A 13 to hit with the second one.
No, it doesn't hit.
Okay. Then a 16 to hit,
Just.
which does 10 damage.
Yeah.
And then the final one is a nat 20.
Sweet.
So we're having 6 and 4 is 10, and it's d8s, isn't it? So 28 damage on the final one.
So as you sort of flurry of blows with these new swords, ching, 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 and he's sort of like the armor's sort of deflecting maybe one or two, and then you slice in and get some purchase, but you finally get a good sort of vibration cuts like straight across his chest. The armor rips in twain, and you just see the flesh underneath, and the rib cage pop open as he falls to the ground, dead.
Lily's gonna love this, and he switches that one off and stows it away, and he'll end his turn.
We got the restrained guy. He can't break out of these things, so I think he's gonna turn and try to flee 30 feet, but that will give you an opportunity attack, and also an opportunity attack from Vapor because he's right next to both of you.
I'll just go for one normal swing.
Yeah, me too.
Probably not at 13.
Natural
No.
one again.
Jeez.
No, sorry. He runs 30 feet away back into the street. We go round to Kaenan. You've got one wounded one and one who's still trying to restrain you. But obviously you've jumped back 15 feet.
Yeah. Are they close to each other, those two?
Yeah, they're stood next to each other.
Okay, then I will... I can never remember which one of this is. That's the sphere. I want the burning hands one. What's the burning hands one called? Searing arc strike. There we go. Immediately after taking 2 key points of customer. Okay, so I'm going to attack and then spend 2 key points to turn it into burning hands. Okay, so the attack is... That looks good. A dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I guess I still roll damage for that. So 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I believe, yeah, I love D&D Beyond. I used to hate it. 15. So each creature in a 15-foot cone, which should be both of them, make a dex save, please.
Okie dokie. 2d20s. A 13 and a 1.
13 and a 1. Where's my DC? They both fail.
Cool.
And so they both take 9 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then just to follow up on the weaker looking one, I'll do one more hand blast towards him. That's another dirty 20. I've got like 2 identical rolls in a row. For an additional 12 bludgeoning.
Yeah,
essentially
so
bludgeoning.
the weaker one, how do you kill him?
It's just like almost like a lightsaber auto like cauterizes the wound. The hand blast just goes like through the chest, and there's like a crackling energy hole in his chest.
Oof.
As he drops to his knees and flops on the floor. The other one looking, well, you can't see his facial expression. He's wearing a helmet, but he sort of looks back quickly, like, oh shit.
LED eyes. Dink.
Logan.
So there's the restrained one by me, the one that did a runner, and then the 2 over by Kaenan. Yeah.
There's one by Kaenan, and one doing a runner.
I'm gonna try and chase down the one doing a runner. How far did
Yeah,
he
he
get?
only moved 30 feet. He moved 30 feet away.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and
He's different.
try and give him a chop.
Okie dokie.
17 to hit.
Does hit.
Lovely. So 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
23 definitely hits. Plus 14 damage.
Yeah.
And 27 hits. So plus another 10 damage.
Okie dokie.
33 damage on that fellow with the vibro blade.
So as you sort of pounce on him from behind, and he takes quite significant sort of damage. He sort of stumbles. He's got no hands free, so he sort of stumbles and falls.
He's got
prone.
no hands.
Free. I said.
Prey on the weak.
It's Claxel. Seeing this guy go down, Claxel will charge over and just sort of pull his energy sword gauntlet thing up and try and slam it into him. I'm going to give him advantage because he's on the floor and can't defend himself. That is a 21 to hit. That absolutely hits. And he does 10 points of damage. Not killing him, but you sort of hear the scream of agony as this thing sort of plunges into him. We go, of course, to Volta. You have Kaenan in an alleyway with one, and you got this scene unfolding before you in the street of Claxel and Logan sort of pouncing on this downed trooper.
Yeah, so I can only see that one. He's about 90 feet away now.
Yes, yeah, I would say so. I think he jumped back 30 feet. Yeah, probably more like 60 because they came forward and to the sides. So
Yeah, but
go with 60. Sorry, you broke up an awful lot there.
And I backed off a little as well, don't forget.
You did. What I'm saying is from their original position, they would have come forward sides. So they would have closed a small gap on you, but only a small gap.
I see. Then in that case, I will launch the 3 Eldritch Blasts again at the one on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 28 to hit, which is good.
Yep.
But 10 points of damage.
Yes.
He dead yet? No?
He's not dead yet, but he's sort of gone very quiet and a bit limp.
Oh, that one is a miss. That's a 13. I thought it was an 18, but I haven't got my glasses on. And that one is another natural 20.
How do you want to kill this guy?
Oh, I think this Eldritch is going to kind of catch him in the undercarriage and lift him above the floor. And then drop him back down in the ground.
Nice. Okay. With that, Vapor, you're in an empty alleyway.
The one that it was restrained, did he leave?
He's now departed life.
Okay, sorry. All right, so which one do I see next?
You can't see any now. It's the opposite alleyway in Keenan's.
Yes, I'm going that way to help Kaenan.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
How far is it?
40, you're plus probably about 10 in, so 50. He's probably about 10 in. It's about 60 feet away.
So if I dash, because I have 30 feet movement, can I arrive there, but I cannot take an action?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can arrive there, but you
So
can't
I
do much
dash
else.
there.
Okay. He is. I'll just make an odds and evens roll. Keenan, your odds. Vapor, your evens. It's a 1, so he's going to keep his focus on Keenan. It's the trooper in that alleyway. He's going to try and shoot you for 14 to hit. I don't think it does it?
No.
No.
I'm
He'll
too
make one more.
dexterous, man.
Well, he'll make one more go. But no, you just spraying bullets everywhere, but like Matrix, you're
He's panicking,
dodging
man.
them.
He's panicking.
That's him. We go back to Keenan. You've killed all the rest of his compadres, so it's just Keenan.
All right. Let's just go up to this one last guy. And I'm just going to pummel the shit out of him. 4 punches.
Just gonna walk up to him, swing
Okay.
my arms.
And if he should get in the way.
He's windmilling.
First one's a 29 to hit. Second one's
Yars.
that one.
No.
Third one's a 22.
Yes.
Fourth one's a 13.
No. So 2 hits, 2 misses.
2 hit. So that one's 8 and also an 8. So 13 on both.
13 on both. Okay. No problem. So
Wait,
what, 26
13.
points of damage
Yeah.
total?
That's
26
how math
points.
works.
Okay.
I'll chuck in a stun. Con save, please.
Okie dokie. That is a 9.
He is stunned. Except only 2 of them hit. So.
A stone cold stunner. Logan.
Can I go grapple that guy?
If you want to.
Yeah, we're gonna grapple him.
He's probably about 40 feet away from you.
Yeah, 14.
Maybe a little bit less.
Opposed strength 14.
No, he fails.
Yes, we'll pin him, and then hopefully we can do a bit
grab
of
him.
questioning.
You grab him. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're going to call out, we'd like to question him, and you've got him grappled. We'll keep initiative.
For now.
We'll keep initiative until you can effectively restrain him, like bind him somehow, and then I'll take you out of initiative because obviously he won't be able to escape that so easily. So it's Claxel next.
Mm-hmm.
Claxel, knowing that you want to do this, will come over, and he's going to investigate the guy just to find if he has any binds on him, like handcuffs. He finds the handcuffs and he will place them on the guy, and with that, we will drop out of initiative.
Woo!
Boo.
And we survived.
Yes. Right, we need someone who's a bit better at negotiations and questioning than me and my pointy end of my sword.
Well, he's sort of like struggling a little bit with the bonds on, and I think Claxel probably grabs him and shoves him into the wall. Says, "You imperial scum! He's just, how dare you attack us?" And you sort of hear that sort of voice through like the comm in his helmet. Sort of he's like, "Release me, or the Emperor will hear of this."
Listen, Tinhead. Where did you take our captain?
He's a war criminal.
A war criminal. Shut up.
That's the best you could come with.
What? He's a war criminal?
No.
Tinhead. A war criminal? What?
He's wanted for crimes against the Empire, and by association, so are all of you.
What are the charges exactly?
He's wanted for inciting violence against the Empire.
Oh, well, that's fine. As long as he's not like non-murderer or something.
The Empire's just incited violence against us. That is most.
Logan blushes a bit at non-murderer.
In response to what Walter says, the Empire is only interested in. We wanted to capture you, take you in alive.
You started shooting at us.
But let's have.
We had to make a good entrance.
We're all about the drama.
Pretty much.
Then we shall call you Sundance.
So who was that took him? Where have you taken him?
That is one of our spies. He has been taken to the flagship.
Oh, shit. I'm assuming that's in orbit or something.
Sorry, I say flagship. It's not the flagship. Give me 2 seconds. It is not the flagship at all. Ignore that. We're going to
This is
go.
a very friendly, peaceful ship that's just waving the white flagship. Yeah. Not dangerous at all.
Sorry, he's been taken. He's been taken to our cruiser, which is
It cut off.
Which is a what?
Which is what? It cut off. He's like,
Oh.
taken to our cruiser, which is
Yeah, in orbit. Yeah.
in orbit. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. That answers the question. Now we know the new internet provider hasn't solved the issue of the cutting out. That's something to bear in mind for next time.
I'll turn to Claxor and say, are you confident in operating the ship? If we get back and repaired it, could we make our way up there and save the captain?
You are very overconfident in your ability to do so. That ship is very heavily armed. You won't get within. Go on, sorry.
You
Is
cut
he?
out again, but you were very heavily armed and we overpowered you.
Yeah, true.
It is, if you would pardon me butting in, Logan, a little hard to attack a spaceship in space with a sword.
I've never tried, but I'd be willing.
So, what is the plan for him? Are you going to take him to a trial?
No, he will likely be questioned and executed.
Doesn't sound fun. Okay, I guess then if we can't go toe to toe with him on our own, we're gonna need backup. We're gonna have to go talk to Golden.
Yes.
Goltan?
Facts
Goltan!
will say, but there is
Golden.
only one problem. Gozan has already mentioned that he does not have the ability to travel into astral space at the moment. There are ships here with them. This is just an outpost. He needs to contact others to have them come here to bring ships.
Well, there must be some. What's the like dominant force on this planet?
It is the Force, of course.
Or you're
alright.
asking Claxer what the dominant force.
Yeah,
There isn't one. I think we said before. It's just like
it's like
an outer rim.
board.
It's like an outer rim
Yeah.
territory. It's like it's a bit lawless and
We can just kill
Mike.
Zero some Womp Rats.
Can
yes,
I ask you something?
yes.
On the special abilities, it says that the artisan will know exactly how long it will take to make something if they don't have the item. And you do like a wisdom check to see if you can understand how long it takes to fix something or to make it. Can we can
What is it you want to fix?
so no can a vapor roll a wisdom check to see how long it takes to fix the ship so we know how long like because the dragon
Oh, okay.
because
It wouldn't.
the dragon
You
asked
wouldn't need. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. If you got the bit back, it's a best part. I think the best part of a day's travel back to the ship, and then if you got there at say 6 p.m., you'd have it up and running again by like 9. You could get it up and going. You wouldn't. I'm not. It wouldn't take long. You have both of you have the ability and droid companion. You'd have the ability to fix that up pretty quick.
okay, all right, thanks. So when is he going to be questioned?
I do not know. I do not have the orders for that. We were just sent here to bring them in.
How did you...
We request as his lawyers to attend
Intergalactic Liars for a war criminal.
to attend to his questioning and according to the intergalactic law 404 error law you need to give us a specific time of of the hearing so we can manage to be there and this time needs to be more than 24 hours.
Twaxel just looks and says, "Get your head out of the toolbox. What rubbish are you talking? This is the Empire. They don't care for any laws."
How did you guys get down here? Where is your guys' ship?
We didn't. So I'll get the voice down. We didn't come by any ship. We teleported in.
How would
If we
you
don't
have
report back
teleported
soon,
back?
there'll be more coming.
What I'm thinking, guys, is we just took out
dressed
5
up
of
as
these
them.
guys, and there's 4 of us, and we can use their comms to teleport back up there by talking to them, kind of thing. Impersonation jobby.
Absolutely. We can even put on their armor potentially.
That's what I'm saying. There's enough of them to.
Blood
Yeah.
spatters, holes in it.
Yeah, well, they were sent down to
Pieces
fight.
missing.
I
No,
if they did it quite clean, it'll be lovely when it's done.
If
I
that's
say we
what
go for
plan
it.
you want to go, if that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
then go for it.
Let's try it. I
What are
mean,
you going to do with
the
this guy
issue-
that's here, though?
we know that we can hold our own against them. The issue is getting to them. As you said, you can't
I'll have
swing
to
a sword in
behave for a
space.
short amount of time and not stab people. I think we'll do it.
Hang on a little second. How many of your crew are left on this cruiser of yours?
Oh, there's a good complement of at least 150 troopers up there.
So
I
Logan,
mean-
let's keep you busy for about minutes, I think, yeah?
In looking back through the history books, there was like just
And
two
then you
guys in
fought-
robes took down whole fleets of people when they
We need-
impersonated and went up on the ships.
We need to talk on the side for a second. Excuses. And I looked on Klaxon and I said to him, "Keep an eye on him."
He doesn't understand Earth slang. He's like puts his eyeball on him.
So I just take you a little bit further here, and I say, so we need to have some time because we cannot go by ourselves. So if we want to take somebody with us to help us, for example, the dragon, we need to fix the ship first. That's why I'm trying to buy some time and request to be there with him.
I think that makes sense. If they've got such a large contingent of soldiers on the ship, though, we don't want to be bringing that down on our heads. So my
ecosystem.
gut feeling is, if you and Breeze come with us, if we take Nim, maybe we can find some way of sabotaging the ship and maybe blowing it up. It's got to have some sort of override or
But if we do that, we need to make sure to leave somehow. Because
absolutely.
we cannot blow the ship while we are there.
Well, presumably, I don't know if it's anything like those Star Trek films I've seen. There's some sort of room that we teleport into that has technology that can teleport us out again. But
we can sabotage the ship. It's not a problem. The problem is how we are going to escape from in there.
yes, well, we would need to get in, secure the means of getting out again,
Take
blow up
control of the ship.
save the captain, blow up the ship.
Blow up or take control of the ship.
How
do
would
we
we take control?
with 100 troops in there?
Bar the doors. Listen, I'm just thinking out loud here, but we could. I don't know. Okay, blowing up the ship seems more likely now that you've made me think about it.
Me and Breeze, we're not fighters. We are not soldiers. We are mechanics. We are artisans. We are happy to help with
A rescue mission.
a rescue mission, but we cannot fight
I think
as well as you.
with what
I
that
think you did a
guy's
pretty good
saying,
job of getting stuck in there.
what that guy's saying over there is we'd need to make this decision soon, or more would be sent down. So we'd need to sort of start putting the plan into action and donning
This
the
is
armor
why.
and stuff, and at
This
least
is why
silence him.
This is why I was trying to gain some time by saying about the law and asking, requesting to be there as his lawyers.
Yeah, it was no way we could spin this to bring about this vessel and all the soldiers to our assistance back on Vaybaba, is there?
Possibly.
Let me see.
I mean, if we can get into the control room and as you say, bar the door, probably a bit more technical than that, but if we could do that,
Crash
then
it
we
right into Grift's smug face.
well,
notice,
essentially, yeah, land the ship
you
on
know-
the planet, and then the soldiers have got to fight for someone.
You notice behind you, Claxel sort of struggling with him a little bit, and there's a bit of a struggle going on. And he just goes and just breaks the guy's neck, and he just falls on the floor.
Okay. All right.
It was necessary.
Okay, he's not going to be reporting back. We
Yeah,
need
man.
to make our decision right now.
We won't have long. Once they realise they've lost communication with these, they'll send more.
So what is your plan then?
Don the
See-
armor and say our comms are
No,
out.
I'm talking to Clarkson.
Ah,
What
They
is
must
your
have.
plan?
If they have a teleportation means, then there must be something nearby that we can use to get up there.
So you are able to go in there and kill all of them.
Well,
Are you that
I
of
don't
a
know.
good fighter?
They have our They have our captain, don't they?
Yes, but our captain
Do we
is
leave him to his fate,
alive.
or do we leave him to his fate, or do we?
Do you see?
Think
Try
of
and
it this way:
rescue him.
if we go for the captain, you also get to kill a lot of Imperial scum along the way.
So
We'll be vastly outnumbered.
Has that ever stopped you before?
Logan, you can count past the number of toes and fingers, can't you?
Only if I'm wearing open-toed sandals.
Why would that help you count more than the number of your toes and fingers?
I can only go to fingers normally.
I don't see how by going to our death is going to help the captain.
We need a captain.
Have we got anything
We can't.
explosive?
No.
Any of us?
Me?
I like the idea of you donning the armor and going up there.
Well,
Would-
okay.
It would, of course, make no sense me doing it. I
We
would
have
stick
to
out
be a
like a
little
sore
bit
thumb.
more careful when we're up there.
If you want, and you've got the android with you, if it goes in there and give me remote access, I can sabotage the ship from here without us being there and killing ourselves. Or you can go in. If I have remote access, you can go in, and the moment you take the captain and you are in the ship ready to leave, I can sabotage the big ship.
Would you feel safe if the three of us were there to keep you and your sibling safe, and we move as a unit to the power room, the generator room, whatever, to sabotage it, and then get out as a unit together? We'll be in disguise the whole time. We'll keep the fighting to a minimum where we can.
If
I have
you're
an idea.
Yes.
Go on.
yes,
We take the armor back to our ship. We repair the ship. We leave your ship here. You in armor. We go up there. You give a signal to the other ship via the comms, say you have captured other criminals here. However, your ability to transport was lost. So you've taken their ship, and you are returning to their ship with more hostages. Thus, we'd also have a means of escape once we have the captain.
It does mean that the whole ship
thing is
would
riding
know we
on
were
us
there.
being able to get out. I mean,
What if
I have an
Well-
idea.
Stuck on this bloody planet forever.
If we're on this planet, we let Vaybaba burn, and we hear no more about it. From your stunned silence, I'm guessing this is a no.
I fail to see, my friend, how this would rescue my family from the ruins of...
Well, we'd all have to make a few sacrifices.
I've already made some sacrifices. Do you not remember your horse, Betsy?
A solitary tear rolls down his cheek. He's like, okay, we'll do it your way.
So, come on, what's the plan then? What do you want to do? How do you want to do it?
I say we go up there. That's my vote. Let's cast a vote. I say
I
we
don't think
don the
that's
armor and go
not
up.
the issue here. It's how you do it.
I personally think we just warp up kind of thing when they would be going back.
Yeah, pretend to be just troopers for a while. Get out.
Get in, get out.
But how do
unseen
you
kind of
know?
thing.
You say just warp up there, but how are you going to warp up there?
Well,
Well, if we
Claxor
don
said
their
there's
armor, we
gonna be
use their
tech.
talkie thing, comms, to say that it's time to go back. Playtime's over. Bring us back, please.
If only there was somebody alive to teach us how to use the armor.
I think Klaxor would probably know. And between Vapor and Breeze, I could easily figure out how comms work on these things.
What's Walther and Lily's Willie and Willie?
Who's Willie?
That was Walther and Lily in one. Walther and Vapor's votes. You're not giving any
Volta's
votes.
What?
What's your plan? What's your sort of best thought? Because mine and Kanan's at the minute is to just don armor and get up there.
Yeah, it's either that or we build a giant catapult and launch the statue of Lily at the spaceship. I don't know.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Don't kind of plan. You ask for something else to think of. So I told you.
Right.
What?
Whilst he's waiting, Logan's going to start
Yeah.
donning some armor.
How about this? How about this? We go up. The 4 of us, 5 of us,
4.
5 of us.
That other guy can't come.
Okay,
Klaxor won't go because he'll be too obvious.
but would
And I
Breeze
don't
come
think
with
the
us?
armor would fit in. Breeze will stay, but if you want to take Vapor, you.
Okay, so the
Logan,
4 of
and
us.
Volta, put the
The 4
armor
of
on.
us gear up. We go up. We leave Klaxor, Breeze, and Nim here. They go back to the ship, repair it as best they can.
They would also have to take our current armors and things. Because I don't
Yeah,
think my
so you
dragon
put on
plate
this-
mail would fit inside.
Yeah.
No, you have to take off what you're wearing and put this on.
Yep.
And Volta would probably do his prestidigitation to
Get it
To,
as good as possible.
clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, and slightly Logan's trousers. But
No.
And
yellow
then-
stain.
If we're not out in half a day, Klaxor use the 2 ships, use whatever spaceships are available on this
We
planet
could
to
temporarily
bring the cavalry, basically.
We could temporarily give him one of our rings so we could communicate with him.
So,
I don't know what
Klaxi,
the range is on that.
why are you
Not that far.
why are you not mentioning Golden at all? Can he not help in the situation? Because, as you said, we cannot leave our captain there, and Golden is somebody powerful. Are you not? Do you not want?
But how will you get Goldtown up there?
With the ship that we already have, and we will fix it within half a day. That's
If you
why
can convince
I was
Goldtown
trying.
to, well, if you can convince Goldtown to go up there and bring the ship here, I'm sure he would. And he'd
To be
attack
honest, if we
against
can get
people.
Goltan up there via the teleporter, and he just turned into a dragon, that's going to cause a bit of damage.
That would cause catastrophic damage.
He has the troops, doesn't he?
Goltan, there's a handful of Dragonborn here, but nothing like.
Okay.
Well, then how about that? How about we go up, we fight whoever is in that first room, we take control of the teleporter, and then we can essentially bring up who we want. We can take an army up there. If the issue is he
Yeah.
can't get his guys into space, that's our problem solved. We can take the ship by force.
It is, but then he only has a dozen people down here on this particular outpost.
that's 2 each for them and 231 for you. That's fine.
I mean, that's easy. Easy numbers. Those are rookie numbers.
I don't know. With half a dozen people, we could fight our way to the bridge, the control room, and just shut all the doors.
We may not need to fight if we can be a little bit tricksy if we're wearing the armor.
True.
But anyway, one way or another, I'm trying this armor on.
Yeah, I'll put the armor on. And get it all fancied up by author.
I mean, it will fit you all because you're all sort of standard humanoid sizes, so it will fit. Maybe a bit snug here for one person or a bit loose there, but it fits one way or the other.
I just turn to Logan and say, "Aren't you a little short for an Imperial trooper?"
When you undress them, though,
I know.
Kaenan, you'll notice that these are ASMR. These troops.
Oh, interesting.
More precisely, they were ASMR.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
ASMR.
they were ASMR.
They are XMR now.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you're in the armor. I presume you're going to communicate up to the ship, or try and open up a con. Say, I don't know, what, prisoner secured or something like that.
Yeah, hostiles down. Bring us
Yeah,
home.
neutralized. They'll tell you to proceed to the teleportation circle. And inside the display, there's sort of like a
turn left here.
no, but like it's like a HUD with like a little arrow on it, so you can sort of navigate to it.
Skyrim
Warmer.
compass along the top.
Warmer. Warmer.
Yeah, like the little yes, exactly. Like Steve said, there's a little compassy type thing. And you do find in a what looks to be like an abandoned building, there is this sort of teleportation circle, and as you step into it, one by one, you'll warp off, and you arrive into this room. A metallic,
Yard,
cold.
your station will be 16 miles straight up in the air.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah. There's a cold, dark room, and as you arrive into it, lights just sort of bing turn on, and it's just a square room, probably about 40 feet by 40 feet, something like that. There's a few odds and ends in here, like just a few crates, barrel thing, and a doorway, just off in one direction.
Oh my god, a heads up popcorn.
But no other sort of people in here.
There's no other people in here now.
I
But-
guess. Oh,
Almost immediately, as soon as Kaenan arrives, and then as soon as Logan. In fact, I don't know. Would it work for Logan? As soon as Kaenan arrives, actually, do you have the gauntlet on you? The God Hammer gauntlet.
Providing it's not gonna be cumbersome with the armor.
I thought you were going to say, providing it doesn't set off the alarms. Yes.
I don't know. Could I get away with could I pass as an Imperial trooper with a big gauntlet on, or is it hideable?
I mean, you could have it on your person. Maybe if you were discovered to have it, you could say, "Oh, this was something I took off of the pose." If you weren't wearing it,
That's true.
but if you took it with you as a backup plan to use it if a fight broke out, then yes, if you have it, instantly,
I have it. I'll be carrying it. Yeah.
the little light next to the door, which was green, now turns red, and you just hear this. Whoop, 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 whoop,
Quick, you don't have it.
and that's where we're going to end
Oh,
tonight's episode.
fucking fuck. It's the sound of the police.
So you're all up there, trapped in this room now.
Well, can we have some armor stats at some point before next session?
Yeah. I can give you armor stats for them right now. It's 16 AC.
Oh.
I need to figure out what I lose by wearing armor. I've like unarmored
16 AC.
defense.
And that's that.
That is cool. Well,
But I don't think I've ever had 3 nat 20s in one session.
I had 2 in this session.
That was good.
That was a lot. Dan made up for it with all his nat ones. I think
Yeah,
Ben had a nat
yeah.
one as well, didn't you?
I had 2.
You had 2. Yeah, we balanced it out. Well,
Perfectly balanced.
that was episode 28. We'll be back in sort of usually 2
Yeah.
weeks from today on at 8:30. But we'll say thank you to Steve Cobbs as well through up there.
Yes.
As Sabatoness as Lily over there. As
Good night.
Vapor temporarily.
Good night.
Captain Dan face up there.
Good night.
Good night. I've been Gilded Branch playing Logan. Thank you all for watching, and thanks Captain Gingerbread for running, writing, and putting up with the rest of it.
Yeah, I like to go for a jog while I write.
Take care, y'all, and bye-bye.
Bye.